Hello everyone, Simmy Dad here. Hope you're all well. Welcome to our Farm Sim live stream. Hope you are well. Had a good week so far. What have you been up to? We are live on our FS22 Revisited series. Things have changed slightly since the last stream. Had a trip away, took some time off from work. Still on that time off until Monday. In the meantime of being off, there was a new map released called Fraser Valley BC by Hilly Farms. It's his first map. It's a 4x PC only map. The link is in the description for the stream if you want to check it out. It's a brilliant map. Still a work in progress in some areas. Hilly Farms is doing updates regularly to it, so that's good. I put a poll out the other day just to query whether we should move Alma Missouri save over to here, and sort of pick up, not from, move the whole farm over, sell up and move over here. So that's what we've, I put the poll out. There's 14 votes, 2 for staying on Alma, 12 for moving to Fraser Valley. So, man of the people. Decided to move everything over to Fraser Valley. We sold off the land. We kept all our equipment. We bought the cows with us. We bought the bales that we had with us. There have been some little changes to the equipment, which we'll cover off in a sec. But yeah, we kept the loan that we had as well. We had a pretty sizable loan. I think we owed just under 1.15 million on the loan. So we kept that. We sold all the land. We bought with us just over 2 million. So I think I sold the fields that we'd bought. I sold the main farmyard that had 2 fields with it, but I took some money off it for the farmyard, and I gave us back the farmyard for free over here. And we are, like I said, we had just over 2 million to spend. And what we bought is this area of the map, which is DeRoche Dairy Farm. Now, it is a dairy farm. We are doing beef cows. That's by the by, really. The dairy barns can take beef cows. So that's no trouble at all. So yeah, we've started down here, and that's what we've got to work with. So, like I said, we've brought all the equipment with us that we had over there. There's a couple of things that didn't come over with us. So we had leased a John Deere plow, which we left or returned over in Alma. We'd also leased a skid steer loader that we left up at the shop, so we returned that as well. We did have on lease a, forget off the top of my head, I think it's a John Deere, what was it? It's a big 400 power John Deere tractor, which we took back on a lease from the dealer down here. So we've kept that because it was a nice tractor. I do aim to buy that at some point, but not right now. And then everything else came with us with a couple of changes. Lenny, welcome in. No, you haven't. Not sure what that reference is. Saturday 300 lap race. Not this Saturday, man. I got stuff on with the kids, so it's not going to be this Saturday. I'm aiming for it to be a week Saturday, but it does very much depend around family life. Yeah, so we've bought all the equipment over. There was a couple of changes which I'll just go over quickly. I think the main change was we had a John Deere planter, which I swapped for this one. This one was about 6,000 more So we sold that one and we got this one instead. Same width and everything like that. So yeah, poo-poo, nobody cares. Lenny, I don't know what the issue is, man, to be honest. There's no real need to be rude. Family comes first, and that's what it is. If you don't enjoy the stream, don't stick around. It's as simple as that, bro. There's no, there's no need to be rude about it. So yeah, anyway, I swapped that planter out for that one. Just paid the 6,000 quid extra, so there's no huge deal. But what we are starting with over here on the Rocher Dairy Farm, if I jump into the map, is we've got the main farmyard here, which is De Rocher. There's another farmyard next door, which we left. That's another dairy farm, a smaller one. We've got a grass meadow here, which has also got 2 grazing pastures on. Got a large field here, which is seeded with wheat. We've got a large harvested cornfield here, so that needs to be sorted out. We've got sunflowers growing in here. I think from memory, sugar beet in here, and maybe canola in here, and then this is just a little patch of scrubland. And then up here, we bought a small little forestry section where we placed down our butchery mod, which we obviously bought that on Alma, so we kept that, which I obviously didn't include that in the 2 million odd that we bought over, because I knew we were gonna be putting that down again. But I did take the money off the overall balance for the land, which I think was about 100 odd thousand. So yeah, that's what we've got over here. So on today's stream, we've got to harvest the sunflowers in this field and there's sugar beet in this field. We did put down this, which is a pig farm or a pig barn. So we are, I think the plan on Alma had been we were going to switch it up and add some sheep for lamb to sell to the butchery. We're now swapping that to beef cows and pigs. So that's that. I bought with us the bales, like I said at the beginning. So exactly the same size and amount of bales that we had on Alma in the same buildings. There was a top load silo here, which I sold. It was one of the base game ones. It was like 70 odd thousand, which I got for that. I just replaced it with this 4 bin great load one because I prefer those. And then, yeah, like I said, over here we've got the main the main cow barn. Miles Brush, hey everyone. Welcome in, hope you're well. Mark, Coty, hey all, hope you're having good. Yeah, I'm all good. Good here. Just running through what we've got here. So if you're new here, this is a kind of move. This series started on the Alma Missouri map. We sold up over everything over there, came over here and started again down in the De Rocher dairy farm. We're not actually doing dairy, we're doing beef cows. But I like this farm layout because it was at the base of this sort of forest mountain. We've made some changes as I was just going through. We've got the the great load silos there because I just prefer those. They're the top load, and then I put down the pig barn at the back there. And this vehicle shed I put down as well. Instead of there was another little cow barn or sort of calf barn area that was there. I just swapped that out for that. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. Like I say, we've got a big grass pasture here. This is all seeded for wheat over here, which is gonna need like fertilization, lime, all that good stuff. But I think first things we need to do is probably get on with our tasks at hand for tonight, which is harvesting this sugar beet field. which is going to go into that building there, which is our pig feed mixer. And then there's a sunflower field up there as well, which we need to harvest. So to do the sugar beet harvest, we need to buy ourselves some equipment, and what I'm going to use is this Fortschritt KS6B, just because it's cheap and cheerful. I'm not particularly sure if I'm going to do sugar beets regularly. I'll see how much we get off. Get off the field, just because we will need a regular supply of sugar beet, but if we get loads, then we are not going to need to worry too much. So that should be up at the dealership. Miles Brush, this would be a good map to do a 10k cattle challenge on. Yeah, I reckon it would, you know. Let me just turn flight mode off. Oh, we've done the initial looking around. I'm not entirely sure how we hook this machine up. Open, it's just a... Nope. We must have to drive it in that way, perhaps. Nope. Nope. So, still finding my way around the map. So we're gonna... that save, so we're gonna go the quickest way. Go left out and then first left, follow it down. What I actually don't know is if the trailer that we've got will take sugar beet in it or not. Don't think it does, so we may need to pop back in a bit and grab a sugar beet trailer. Obviously, if we do run a regular field of sugar beet, we probably will upgrade to one of the newer sugar beet harvesters that might be a bit more efficient. I think this has got the same work width as those, so it's not necessarily going to be any quicker or slower. I was playing Chilliwack BC. The map is just actually in real life down the road a bit from this. And had like, I think about 1,800 cattle on that dairy, and that was really hard work to keep up with all the feed. So I think 10k cattle challenge would be interesting, but I imagine it's probably an absolute metric ton of work to keep up. Have you done one of those before? Or? What I actually do need to do as well, I forgot, is set the time going again. Load King 40-foot will, and it's a very nice trailer. A mod is mod hub if you're running a rig. Also, Chevy or Lizard 6500 is a nice little. I don't think that's us. Just check the map. Just don't think that's our turn in. No, it's cool. If you just want to dump, yeah, I think we're just going to dump this into our pig feed mixer. Because the recipe that's on there, there's one for sugar beet. Those mods, Miles, are they on Mod Hub, did you say? Oh, yeah, that's done. It's originally another creators challenge no one could do. There's no rules, just advanced animals. I'll look into it because that might be some sort of way of progressing or adding to the series, because there's not really any kind of fixed goal in mind at present with this series, so I did 10k challenge or attempted a few times. It's harder than it sounds, yeah. I bet it is. Like I said, I was playing Chilliwack BC on a multiplayer server. There were sort of two of us that were playing it sort of somewhat regularly. And it was yeah, it was hard work to keep up with so I think we should be rolling. Yep, that's doing it. What I'm going to do then, I don't generally like doing it on stream, but I'm going to save. I'm going to quit out to get those off the mod hub, because that'll come in super handy. So I really appreciate the suggestion. Come on. Right, downloadable content. So what am I looking for? Trailers, I assume. Load King. I just search for it, to be honest. Miles, do you know what categories those are in by any chance, my friend? Oh yeah, Load King. Is it this one, the Load King Max Wing 44? It's probably that, and then trucks. That one there. That's the one. Install that. Back. Put back in. Yeah, well, back in. Cheers, Miles. Appreciate that, my friend. Will come in pretty well handy. I think I might, to begin with, I might just grab that Lizard's dump truck, because that'll be nice and easy. I don't have to worry about getting it hooked up and everything. Just gotta wait for this to load back in. Ivan, hello, buddy. How are you? Welcome in. We were farming. We just had to load out to grab a couple mods. We'll just load them back in now. Hope you're well, my friend. Study Mod Hub and FS22 mods have dropped things as I think they're useful. Yeah, I spend a lot of time looking at mods as well, because it's easy to do. My phone is just filled with, if I've got not much on and I'm not at my PC, my phone is filled with screenshots from Mod Hub and King mods, of mods that I like the look of that I want to try on either this or the Vintage Oaks. Ivan, I'm good, man. Hope you too. I hope. Yeah, all good, buddy. All good. In the hood, we've moved from Alma, Missouri over here. I put a poll out. There's 14 votes, 2 for staying at Alma, and 12 for moving to Fraser Valley. So we've got ourselves set up on a farm called Derochet Dairy Farm. We're not actually doing dairy. We're doing beef cows and pigs. We don't currently have any pigs, but we brought the cows over with us that we had on Alma. So I think it's 48 cows in total, 24 Limousin and 24 Angus. They are 19 months old, I think, from memory, and they are all pregnant with calves. 10% of the way pregnant, which is good. We do also, I forgot to mention right back at the beginning, we did bring over the on Alma we had productions, the grain mill and corn dryer. So I took all of the grain, corn and wheat out of those productions, and I put those in the silo because we weren't going to get anything for them otherwise. So let's get back to it. I'll do you a quick. Are we down here? Do you a quick fly up so you can see it. This is the pig barn mod that I used. Let's do a quick fly for you, Ivan, so you can see. So this is us, Derrishay Dairy Farm. So I've made some changes. This pig barn I added myself, as with these bale sheds. The base game comes with a top load silo here, one of the base game ones, which I sold and replaced with the great load ones because I don't like those top load ones. This here, this open shed, was originally a small calf shed, but I got rid of that because I thought the calves were just going with the moms. So I used a little mod to put a open fronted shed there. This is the cow barn. Got another little shed there. Those bales are just for decoration. And then we've got our silage clamps here. That's us. There's another dairy farm next door, which we didn't buy. And then up here, we've got a pig feed. And then somewhere off in the distance, we've got a butcher mod running, so we can take the cows up to there and turn them into meat. In terms of land, we brought over with us just a little over $2 million and a $1.15 million loan. We kept the loan because that was always the plan anyway. So we've got these fields to begin with. This is empty. It was corn, but we set it to harvested because obviously we brought some corn over with us from Alma. This is seeded for wheat for next year. This is canola for next year, I believe. This is a grass meadow, and this is sugar beet, which we're about to harvest. And this is sunflowers, which we'll try and harvest later on. So yeah, pretty jam-packed. We were just picking up some mods because I need to be able to unload my sugar beets into a truck. You've gone. That's the one. Get the combinations a sec. One. Screen. You know, I think we're probably going to end up having to... I reckon we're going to end up having to get the trailer. Because... I mean, the trailer that I've got actually says it takes sugar beets, so that might not be too bad. Looks great. Some meat is what you're going for then. Yeah, buddy. The original plan was... sorry, I'll come back, Ivan. Another nice rig to check out is I have FPS issues with it. So detailed as Whiskey Sierra Modern's Freight Ladder Classic. Oh yeah, I'll check that out actually, because I did used to, on the recommendation from a friend, did used to use I think Whiskey Sierra Modern's got like a Dodge pickup as well, which I used to use, and that was really good, I remember it. So I'll probably will check that out. Anyways, come back over, and yeah, the original plan on Alma was beef cows would just do the same old thing of we take them off to, you know, fatten them up to the right time, and then take them off to sale back to the animal dealer. Then I found a really decent butchery mod, which you take them, found it through Disturbed Simulation actually, and you take them basically to the dealer, not to the dealer, to the the butcher, and it converts the animals that you're taking into like a weight amount, and then it basically produces them into pallets of meat, which you can then sell. Which it works out much more profitable to do that than just doing it the base game way. Yeah, I figured, because I do, most of the other farms that I've ever run have always ended up being a dairy farm. Just because they seem to be the most profitable, from in my view anyway, running a dairy farm. I've never had much success with making a lot of money off pigs. I haven't really done pigs properly in FS22 either. I did them a little bit on FS19 on Lone Oak, and was doing dairy cows there, but again, was making most of the money through selling like the manure and silage, manure and slurry to the BGA. So I figured, you know, I've got a dairy farm going on the Vintage Oaks, so why not a beef farm on here? This beet harvester is off of King Mods. I'll send you the link after. I'll DM it to you on Discord if that's all right. And then the butchery mod is it's in the build menu. It is, which one is it? The expanded butchery mod. And I think, again, that's probably off King Mods, because of Giants have got a bit of a thing about butchery of animals for some reason, which makes no sense. You know, it's a farm game. You know, a big part of farming is meat production. Yeah, first time using this beet harvester. It seems pretty alright, to be fair. I think it was a convert from an FS19 beet harvester. I did try to do some research as to the real existence of this one. Now, the brand is real. It's the Force Script brand. I think they're German or Polish or something like that. They were big into like harvesters and mowers and stuff like that. But I couldn't see that this was an actual real one, at least that I could find before the stream went live. So, yeah, so far it's doing good. It's quite cheap as well. I think it cost me, I put a GPS on it because I like to have GPS. Just find it makes things a bit easier. But I think it cost me 41,000. It's about $5,000 for the header. Attaching the header was a bit of a nightmare, or not really a nightmare. It's a bit extreme. Yeah, I had to use a little bit of super strength to put the cutter underneath, but otherwise seems to be working well. It's a halfway fill. Newell has a butcher that works awesome. OP and not unprofitable, but not insanely. That's one I found. Just don't use upgrade production; it breaks it. Oh, that's a steal. Yeah, because that's the thing with I've always found with running a beet harvester is so insanely expensive to buy. Like the base game ones are so ridiculous. Like they're 500,000. Gonna stop there and cut back up the other side rather than cutting in here and having to maneuver. Yeah, general plan is, as most people do, is to try and produce all of the feed that we need for the animals. Yeah, be looking ages and giving up was either huge machines or sorry implements. Yeah, I was looking for a while because obviously got that Vintage Oak series going, and that's based in Cantley in Norfolk, where the British sugar mill is. So one of the things I was thinking about doing on there at least once was some sugar beets, and trying to find like vintage-esque equipment that isn't like piddly and tiny is proven to be difficult. The best I've found is 1 or 2 row harvesters. I did find a potato harvester. Again, that was I think it was 2 rows or maybe 3 rows, which I managed to mod privately and make that take sugar beet. But now I've found this, I think I'm probably going to put this on there because it looks suitably vintage to go on there and is cheap. But yeah, so far seems to be working out alright. Yeah, we'll do a couple of headlands, I reckon. Probably, to be honest with you, want to do like 4, just to give ourselves enough space to turn around. And then we can start doing the rows then. Yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, guys, appreciate it massively if you could give it a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. And also, if you are enjoying the map so far, what you've seen of it, like I said at the beginning, it's by Hilly Farms. I've tagged him in the description, so check out his channel. He's put a video out yesterday actually of some really interesting features on the map, and also I've put a link to the itch.io, get my words out, page where you can download the map if you want to check it out for yourself. It is 4x, it is PC only, because obviously consoles can't handle 4x. It is his first map as well, so you know I'm not sure if the man's insane or not going 4x for his first map, but it's he's done a bloody good job of it, to be fair to him. You know, I was pretty dead set on Alma when I decided to start playing FS again for a little bit before FS25 comes out, because Alma was one of the maps that I'd sort of really liked when it came out and never really got a chance to do anything with it. So, and then obviously the Vintage Oaks came, which another bloody good map from Farm Sim Briscoe, which I decided to bring that back, or bring that to a series. And yeah, then this dropped and I was like, oh shit. I love a 4x map anyway. I love the Canadian landscapes. It did a lot of shit, missing rows here, pay attention. Did a lot on Chilliwack BC, which is actually in real life just down the road from this one. Mr. Farquhar had a multiplayer server on there for a while, and right, let's get me truck. Interesting. It's the best way. Yeah, so did a load of farming on that, and the scenery is really similar, which, you know, that's obviously no surprise to anyone. I think in real life, it's just down there over yonder. Yeah, let's get this down to the field. We can unload. And we'll cut through the next door dairy farm. We haven't got much going on at the minute. Yeah, it looks amazing for a first map. It's absolutely quality for a first map. I'll show you a really cool feature, which I didn't know about until I watched this video yesterday in a minute. But you know what? I think we're going to be a little bit tall on this trailer. I think we're going to be a little bit tall. Just check. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get ourselves a trailer. Quite a low trailer. Got here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. I think that truck trailer is just a little bit too high. Cutter, I don't really want the cutter. I think we're going to have to use this, I reckon. Just check what else. Yeah, I think we'll use one of these. Just keep it standard. Brands, yeah, that's fine. Yep, yep. I'll just go on a lease one of those. So and spin this round. We'll park this over the road. You need 300 horsepower. I can't remember what my tractors have got. That's 300 horsepower dead on. I think we've got actually, you know what we'll use. We've got a Lisa, just 400. It's good to know because, like I said, I'm planning on using that mod on the Digioaks, so it's good to know. In here, we should have our 400 horsepower, 8440. Let's get it going. This one I'm driving right now. Have to run these cones out. See you later. Oh, I got that one. Didn't know I had those wheels. Yeah. Love a floater tire. If it's got LSWs, I'm having them. Can't remember if I've got traffic turned on or not. Anyway, that's that building up there just to the left. See if I can put my cursor on a minute. So on here, that's where I placed the butcher's mod. So it's out of the way. Good spot for it. Yeah, definitely, man. I was looking around because I didn't want to like just dump it on my farm because I thought, you know, what's realistically the chances that a farmer's going to have a butcher's just plonked down on his farm somewhere. So I was looking around, found that little spot. I think it was like 100 grand to buy. I was like, oh yeah, that'll be sweet. And also it was I could have took all of the trees out, but I thought actually quite like it being sort of nestled in amongst the trees. But that looked quite nice. Our butchers are always off the way like that and in the woods. Nice. Is there a reason for that? Or just because it's nicer? I mean, if I was going to be cutting up animals, I'd like to be doing it in the woods, but... it's fine. Yeah, I just thought it was nice and tucked away up there. I'm not very good at building farmyards, but I do like to have things sort of look sort of semi-alright. I'm thinking I must have turned traffic off. Because there is traffic on there, or that there just must be not on that particular road. So let's get it unfolded. And then we'll spin it round. Yeah, cozy sort of, no reason I think, but it's also close to the highway, easy for the 3K plus workers and transportation, etc. Jesus, that's not that's not a butcher, that's like a... Yeah. There we go. It's very slow on the unload. Yeah, it's Norway's biggest meat production factory, actually. Yeah. For it to have 3,000 workers, it's not exactly small. Smaller ones are more on the countryside, or one small little shop on the outskirts of town. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose, to be honest, it's probably the same here. Don't actually know, like, where the big meat production factories are that supply, like, supermarkets and stuff, but we've got, like, small little independent butchers in town. And there's actually a butcher's van that goes to the, got, like, a social club around the corner. And they just pitch up in the car park once a week. It's a little, like, refrigerated van with a hatch. Yeah, where the so let's get it rolling. I said, reckoning we'll probably do 3 or 4 headlands just to give ourselves a nice little bit of space to turn around, and then we'll start cutting in and start employing the GPS at that point as well. Retrofitted, of course, because of the age of the harvester. Everything else is the same as Alma, like game settings wise. I didn't cover those off, but they're exactly the same. 3-day months. Not particularly stuck to a particular speed. We've had it running three times speed most of the time, but happy to speed that up or slow that down as needed. Check the game volume actually, because I'm sure when they're down, you guys probably can't hear the machinery or anything like that. Right, I'll crank that up a bit. You let me know if that's too loud. Yeah, if you guys let me know if that's too loud now, or I forgot I turned it down the other day, because when I'm playing by myself I generally turn it down so I can listen to music or watch something on Netflix or something at the same time. It's a good setup. I usually do that myself. I mostly 5 times speed. But my farms are usually slightly smaller with fewer fields. Yeah, I think with the field sizes and the maps I prefer to play. I don't know why. I just prefer to play 4x maps. I don't particularly know why. It's just something I've always preferred is the larger farms. Even with smaller equipment, I've preferred it. It takes longer, but yeah, I find 3 times is okay. 5 times is not bad, but I find sometimes the day's too quick, and I think that's probably largely because having the larger farms, larger fields. Obviously, the thing with the sugar beets is it's not particularly quick because the equipment is small. I will say I'm not overly bothered about going back and getting all of the bits that I've missed. I think if people want it, I will, but I'm not particularly bothered about it. We'll get a load off here anyway, so. Do a little bit of in cab for a little bit. It's going to be our 50%. Yeah, the ones missed already is, you're probably right, about 40, 50 litres. It's hardly worth. I reckon one more headland and we'll be golden to start cutting in then. What I am going to do is this harvester holds, I did slightly modify it a bit because it was quite low. It holds 30,000. Whoa. A bit of sideways action. This, yeah, well, so this, the wagon that we've got, this auger wagon, takes 45,000, and the harvester takes 30, so it's got 18 in it now. Oh, it really doesn't like articulated tractor. Maybe we'll have to think about, we've got a 300 horsepower, which is right on the limit. So we probably might think about using that instead. Because this articulated tractor and this trailer don't seem to like going around the corners with each other. It's like they don't want to play nice. So we'll do this one because this what's in there now will top this off, and we'll just chuck that into the Tip that into the truck. We might even, if we're lucky, be able to get the truck alongside. I've left enough space that I can pipe out. So what I'll do is back this boy up. Stick the pipe out first. Slightly unrealistic to use a grain trailer, but it's the equipment I've got. So I can lift and bend the auger, I think, if needed. Yeah, I believe you can actually. I've used this. I think you are 100% correct there, my friend. The man with the wisdom. I think you can angle it. I mean, the question for the class is, I believe, if I just have a quick look in the productions. So, pig food. We're looking at the recipe that I'm following is, so it's corn, sunflowers, canola, sugar beets. So I've got corn in abundance already because I had loads from Alma. Obviously we're harvesting sugar beet now. I've got a field of sunflowers that are going to be ready to harvest, and I don't have any canola that will be ready to harvest at all. So the question for the class is, I can use the production. The production will sell me canola. So to get the pig food going, should I buy a quantity of canola until the canola field that we've got is ready for harvest next year? Jen, good evening. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a good week so far. We are day 3,927 of the summer holidays, and we're still all hanging in there. Welcome to the new farm on Fraser Valley. We are just harvesting ourselves some sugar beet. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy. I don't want to like max it out or anything, because obviously we do actually have to pay for it, and I don't know what the going rate for canola is. Don't want to have to dip into just feeding corn. I'm alright. Played 10 minutes on my gaming laptop the other day, but stopped because of a panic attack. Nah, man. At least you managed 10 minutes though, right? Let's hop into cab view because of the trees. We do have a huge field of wheat already planted and growing, which will be ready to harvest next harvest season, and I think that was 30 acres, so we're going to end up with a heck of a lot of that, which is of no real use to us on the farm, so we're going to have a heck of a lot of that to sell when the price is good. Got about 50,000 litres of wheat, which we bought over from Alma. Now we'll clear the trees. Let's lines. Lovely, that's exactly what we wanted. It's probably better if we go that way though. Go. Let's drive through the crop. Let's try that again. Sorry to hear that's draining. I'm getting there, Ivan. It's very draining. Yeah, it sounds terrible to be honest. Use grain through flour mill to make flour with pig food byproduct. Extended grain mill will do that and make flour and get a shit ton of pig food as a byproduct. Not a bad idea. I think from memory that pig enclosure that I've got running will do 300 pigs. We are running enhanced animals, so we could very well be looking at multiple births. We're not looking at we're not going to be looking at filling that up from the offset. We'll probably excuse me. We'll probably stick like 100 or so in there, and then we'll sort of breed up to a full pen. GPS. Yeah, thanks so Miles. I'll check those out. GPS should have the option to fix on the header. Some because I use offset, and looks like the beet harvester does as well. Yeah, it looks like it's slightly offset, doesn't it? Put that menu. But like I probably should have done another headland maybe, just because it's quite a wide turning circle. I think we'll probably be good as a guesstimate of close to 200,000 litres of 200,000 litres of sugar beet, which, considering the field wasn't in the best state when we got it anyway, I think there was no fertilisation or anything like that done to it before we got it. That's pretty alright. I believe I was running upgrade production 3 on extended grey mill. I had no issues with 2,000 pigs. I had the EP pig pen 1,000. Oh, right. Nice. I'll take a look into that. I think I'm making good time. We're only 10:50 game day, so it's still plenty of time to get those sunflowers harvested as well. So just see how the rest of the harvest goes. I have to head off, guys. Thanks for the good company and enjoy yourselves. Ivan, my brother, thanks for stopping by. It's been a while. I hope you're well, man. I'll catch you in the Discord. I'll send you that link as well after for the mod for this harvester. There's also the old General Mill. Does awesome with sugar beets, I believe. Pig food byproduct, same price as normal sugar mill. I'll check that out as well. I think before we start our next row, I think we'll go and tip. Because of the angle, we'll have to down turn around. Jen, take care, Ivan. Jen, how are you? How are the kids enjoying the summer holidays? If I leave that running, tip into there. And that'll be full in a sec. Alright, so that's full. Doing the beats is one job I hate. Doing is very slow, yeah. I mean, there are quicker ways of doing it. There is the Colossus sugar beet harvester, which has is faster and a bigger hopper capacity. And I believe there's also a mod that's got like a 10-meter header or something, so you can literally just plow through it quickly like you would on a normal harvest. But I am stickler for general realism as much as can be expected. Now, I haven't used this mod before, so let's just turn on the thingy bobs. That's it. That is the official term, the thingy bobs. So we are tipping over here. To give this the old parkour kick. So we're stuck on the fence. Actually know what we're stuck on, to be honest. Let's tip in. Let's go and see what was here. There's like a mound of dirt, that's fine. It's been grounded out on that. Bear that in mind for next time. I do own this field, so I do want to be careful not to drive on the crop. And God for the Farquhar kick, Jen, right? Stick that here for now. Let's go and let's get cracking on again. Alrighty. I think the ground is very raised in one area. Yeah, I'll try and flatten that out, I think, between the streams. Or we'll have to go in around the other way. Ah, the good old Farquhar kick. Yeah, I think in my brain I'd sort of envisage going there with a tractor rather than a truck and a trailer, but because of the quantity of sugar beets. Yeah, I think what we'll do is got a fair load of fields. I reckon between the cows and what the pigs will need, we've got probably enough fields. We may end up buying another field down the line. I know that it's going to get shot and put on the table if it carries on. I don't know what the hunting laws are around here, but yeah, what we'll have to work out is how much sugar beet we're going to need to keep the pig feed mill or pig feed mixer going with whatever amount of pigs we end up with, as to whether we need this size of a field of sugar beet every year, or whether we could drop down to a smaller field, whether we could cut off a little bit of a field and just use that instead. We'll just sort of see how it pans out. And then we've also got the query of with the cows, their TMR mix, we need a supply of silage. How do we go? Do we use the bunker silos on the farm, and we chop some maize for silage, or do we do grass silage? Bear in mind we're going to need to grass work for hay anyway. We're not running the excuse me. We're not running the crop rotation mod on this save, so we could just run the same fields with the same crop every year. It's not going to do us any harm. We're not going to get any penalisation. If no one sees it, it's legal. Sorry, officer, I had my eyes closed. I didn't see a thing. Yeah, so if we work out what we need, we could just run the same crop on the same fields every year. I think we won't know until we've got some pigs to know how much like corn and stuff we're going to need. I'm pretty sure as well we've got enough bales and stuff now to mix up enough TMR to make a year's worth of food, or at least until they give birth. Always do crop rotation. Yeah, I usually use it. I don't know why I didn't put it on this save. It's on the Vintage Oak save. But I don't know why I didn't include it in this save. Maybe I'll add it on. So we've got that big field over there, which has currently got wheat in it. So once that's harvested, next sort of, I think that'll probably be harvested June, July time. Maybe July, August time. Just have a check, because there is a custom crop rotation on this, so, or crop calendar rather, on this, so we'll have to see. So once we kind of got a gauge of how many... how much food we need. Then we can make a plan with what to do with that field next time round. Don't particularly want to chop it for maize because that's going to be a heck of a lot of maize to chop. I don't particularly want to harvest it for maize because again that's going to be a heck of a lot. So I'm wondering whether we cut it down the middle, put a small strip of grass in, and then essentially run it as 2 maize fields, one for chopping, one for harvest. And that the maize field, which is that sort of harvested field dead ahead, that frees that up for something else. Mr. Farquhar. Evening, sir. Evening, good friend. How are you? Welcome to the party. Welcome to Fraser Valley BC. How the heck are you? Hope you've had a good day. Just harvesting some sugar beets. Do you want me to show you around the farm? On the root crops already. Well, it was in the field already, and we are going to be now running pigs on this, along with beef cows instead of I think we were going sheep, but we are going to be running pigs and beef cows. So the pig feed mixer that I put down needed sugar beets, so I was like, well, I may as well just keep them. Otherwise, if I didn't need them, I probably would have just ploughed them in, to be honest. The farm production pack, use the one that does silage TMR, then it works as a fermentation silo and TMR mixer at 200k a rate, roughly. Ah, no, that's cool, man. There's only we're close to the stream anyway, to the thing anyway. Plus, I want to show you this thing, which is pretty cool. So, this is us. I'll show you the map first. So what we own is, we bought over from Alma just a little over 2 mil. And that includes the loan, the hefty loan that we had as well, which is still there, just for proof, because Lenny was here earlier, didn't quite believe that we bought the loan over as well. So we bought with that all of this land, and we've still got about 300 and something thousand left. So we've got a harvested cornfield up here. We've got a sunflowers in 42, 41 is what we're harvesting now, sugar beet. 55 is canola for next year. 37 is wheat for next year. 39 is a grass field. 146 is our main farmyard. 144 is just a little bit of scrubland where I put the pig feed mixer. And 216 at the top is where I put the butcher mod that I put on Alma. So when the cows and pigs are ready, we can take them up there. They'll turn into pallets of meat. Then I'll give you the flyover. Let's put that on a bit faster. So this here is a different farm. This is a smaller dairy farm that's next to our main farm. We're not using that. This is us here, Derochet Dairy Farm. So that's our main cow barn here. I've made some small adjustments around the place. Obviously small vehicle shed there, our silage clamps here. These are our seed, fert and lime storage. There are some silage bales there, but they are display only. They can be removed, but I haven't bothered. I quite like them there, but you can't use them. There was a small carving barn here, which I took out and just put an open shed there. That's just a implements shed. Our main farmhouse here. I placed this down. This is our pig pen. 3 storage for bales. This was already here. Where that silo is, I came with just one of those top load grain bins, which I don't like, so I just swapped it out for a crate load. And then we've got 2 summer grazing pastures here. Now, one thing I wanted to show you, because I thought you might find this quite cool, which I didn't know until I watched Hilly Farm's video. But as it stands, these are open. So if you want to use this for grass work, whatever, because it's quite a big meadow, that's fine. He said when he designed them, or when he sort of wanted them there, the intention was for summer grazing, so you'd move the cows from in the barn to there for summer grazing. And what he's put in is, if you stand about here and click, just out of the ground pops up a little fence. So then it's separated from your main grass if you wanted to carry on working the grass, but leave this in for animal grazing. And then you can just click that. Again, sort of stand about here. Click it again and it disappears. And then it's the same down here, because there's 2 pastures. Sort of same about here. Yeah, there's another one that does the other side then. So that was really neat, quote unquote neat little feature. But yeah, that's us. That's what we're starting with. There was another farm I was going to start with that was up in the main sort of middle of the map, which was already a cow and pig farm. Which I quite liked. It had a BGA with it as well. And then I saw this at the foot of the mountain and I was like, actually, no, I like that bit better. So there is another cool feature as well, which I'm not going to use it because it's not on my to-do list. I just come up here, I think it's where's it up here a minute? Yeah, this is it. So if I do a flight mode on this, as it stands, you've got these massive expanses of forestry areas. So obviously, it's a lot of trees and it's a lot of land, which you might want to just do something with that without the hassle of cutting down the trees. And if you cut them down, there's actually animal enclosures underneath them. But there's an easy way to cut them down. What he's done is he's built in 2 triggers here. So these 2 trees out the front here, if you cut those down, if you cut these two trees down, that automatically clears 2 big areas of forestry, so that you don't have to manually clear it, and then it opens up 2 cow pastures, like outside sort of cow pastures. It's 4x. It's 4x monstrous map. With plenty of options for all kinds of different gameplay. But yeah, to be fair, it's his first map. Hilly Farms is the guy. I've linked him in the comments. Not the comments, fuck's sake. In the description. Farm looks good though, plenty of space here. I put the poll up and Wolf commented. He was like, "Oh, find a bit of land and do a custom farm build," but I'm not good at that kind of stuff. So I found a farm that I liked and just did a small bit of customization myself. So I think we need more grass fields when possible. Miles, I probably agree. What I think we might do is this field here, which has got wheat in it. I think we might seed that for grass once the wheat is harvestable, because then that's like 30 acres of grass. Let's get my beet cart. I've blocked myself in. Stay away from forestry, another thing I curse in game. I did a little bit of forestry once with FDR logins, mods, and quite liked it, but stuck away from it because it was really set up to have 2 joysticks and couldn't sort of justify buying 2 joysticks at the time. Yeah, hoping to get this sugar beet done today, and there's a smaller field of sunflowers to harvest as well. Then we should be able to get our pig feed mixer going, and then pick up some pigs on the next stream. I think it would probably start with around 100 pigs. They're not terribly expensive. And then we're running enhanced animals, so we'll breed up then to sort of a full load. I'm pretty sure that mod that I put down for the pig pasture is, I think, 300 capacity. I'm sort of thinking I've probably done myself over here. I should have gone long ways instead of short ways, but never mind, we're too far in now. Mr. F, I enjoyed your Newston or Nuston farm video earlier. the members. I was mildly concerned that you weren't going to be able to complete that contract with that little bit of grass at the, or a little bit of mud land at the bottom. That wasn't like letting you do anything with it. I was like, ah, shit, is he going to be able to complete this now, or is it going to want you to do that bit but not let you do that bit? I often feel like that halfway through a harvest here. Would say I'd learn my lesson, but I'd probably do it exactly the same the next time round that I harvest this bit of land. Yeah, it was a little strange. I even checked with CP halfway through the field and it said that was the field too. Got away with it. I think this way it makes you feel like you've done more. Well, in my head, yeah, I agree. I think I've definitely done more rows this way than I would have done the other way, but... doesn't help that this harvester doesn't have a great turning radius, to be honest. And more turns always means more work. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm probably guessing around somewhere close to 200k litres out of this. Maybe 170-ish. 170 to 200. But either way, next time round we're going to do it the other way. You did miss it earlier, Mr. Farquhar. We had to do a little Farquhar kick. Did ground out the truck as a raised bit of land as you sort of turn into where I've put the pig feed mixer, and to do ourselves a little Farquhar kick. So that's 50%. Is anyone counting the days until the kids return to school? I am 20. Yeah. I don't know the exact number of days, but 20 sounds good to me. Especially after this week. This week's been hard and long. Potty training at the minute, a 2-year-old who is out of the 4 kids that we've got, the 3 that we've potty trained. She is the most resistant to it. We have, my wife went back to work today as well because she was off, she'd been off last week because we went away. And I'm off this week again. She's off next week. And then we're both off the week after, but yeah, she's making a little bit of headway with it, but still like, do you know what I mean? Just end up in that like rhythm of you're just stuck in the house, can't do anything because you need to be close to the party. She's not at the stage yet where you can trust her to hold it for a little bit, so that you could go out to the beach or anything like that. It's yeah, it's a lot of playing in the house, playing in the garden. Say garden loosely, it's a small bit of concrete that we've got, but it's just about enough for them to run around in. What are we up to? 67. The youngest is always the most difficult to train. My son was awful. Yeah, I got to give her her dues. Like she's been better. Today we had no accidents, and she managed to do it all on the potty, which was good. But still at the stage where I can't trust I can hold it in for a bit. Yeah, to go for like 5 weeks before you go out, just to make sure. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Then, oh god, I'm about to piss stop the car. I'm the same Mr. F. I have the bladder size of a raisin. Nearly done it, guys. We've just got this tiniest little bit left. 77%. Get up and pee 4 times a night and only in bed about 5 hours anyway. Lord knows what's wrong with me. Size of a raisin. You know what I've done? I've fucked myself up, excuse the French, because I hadn't started cutting into this bit yet. Should have started doing this the long way. Fucking idiot. Idiot. Told you I wouldn't learn. Told you. What I also need to look into is getting a folding corn header. Because the corn header that I've got came with the mod that I'm using. It doesn't fold up. And it doesn't go on a header trailer either. Unless there's another mod that I'm missing. So I end up having to stick it on the back of my gooseneck trailer. Said you wouldn't know. I told you, I know. Done this that many times, I know that I wouldn't learn. That was the perfect opportunity to change directions and failed. I think I may have massively overestimated the amount of sugar beet that I was going to get off here. Does it not sit on a regular header trailer? No, well, don't know. I tried it and it didn't. It just kind of flapped around and kept falling off. So that's what makes me think there's probably a specific trailer header that it needs. When you go on that, I'm pretty sure, because I bought it on Alma and I just transferred the vehicles over from Alma, the exact same ones. It's been a minute since I looked at it, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, when I went on combinations, there wasn't a combination for it to like bring up the trailer. do this row and then we'll need to unload. Yeah, I think we're probably going to be closer to 130,000 litres instead of 170 to 200. But still alright. Still keep us going for a fair bit. Like I said, this first year is going to be all about learning what we, like how much feed we need and stuff like that, so not too fussed if drifting. Actually probably need to probably need to tip this first. For some reason this root crop, this John Deere do not like each other. Let's get the truck. Yeah, I'll have a little look again in the shop in a minute because we're going to be needing it in a sec to do the sunflowers, so come on. There we go. I'm aware it's also not conventional to use a bottom dump grain trailer with crops. Have a look. So the corn header we got is from the, so it's a 616C. It's a 616C. Yeah, there's no combinations for it. Ah, so they've got that one. Maybe I need one like that. Right, so this one is the same size, and that doesn't have a greater trailer. The smaller one has a N20T header trailer. There's nothing there. That one. It's a corn header trailer. I wonder if it'll fit on that. It's not. It's from a different mod, but it might. There's only one way to find out, right? Yeah, we might have to just try it with that just to see if it works. Should be all good. Let's crack on. Should fit on there if it's the trailer of the Titan. Yeah, I'll give it a try because, I mean, even if I just leased it to begin with, just to see if it works. Just because I prefer that to... having to just load it onto my gooseneck trailer. 3 rows left. Let's go. We bought this this full script harvester. It's like 40 grand, so we'll just tuck this away in one of our sheds when we're done. No stress, ready for next year. I'm not worried about selling it straight away or anything like that. We possibly might get a more efficient one next year. One of the roper ones or something like that, but till then, it's not doing us any harm. It's not like it costs us a ton of money or anything like that. The root crop trailer there is leased. I'm not sure I'll keep that because it's a bit skittish with that tractor. And that's the kind of powered one that's got enough horsepower to power it. That is root crop harvest done. Not bad at all, and we should have plenty of time to clear off. Clear off the sunflower harvest as well. Let's look at the Titan header just to see how wide that is. Titan header is 9 meters, and the one I've got is 12. Gotta go see what happens. We're done. Have you ever considered doing a multiplayer on Farm Sim? Jen, it is absolutely quite funny you mentioned that, because I am thinking of doing there's a map that's due to come out, which I'm hoping, if I can get enough people involved, that we can create some kind of circular economy. We can either... Well, there's two ways, in my opinion, of playing a multiplayer map. Now, there's the community farm type element where we've got one farm and we all chip in and muck in and get the jobs done. And, you know, that works well if you can get enough people committed to actually doing it regularly. Mr. Farco will know the struggles of getting people on into a multiplayer server regularly to actually get the jobs done and stuff. So there's that way, you get one farm, you get one lot of equipment, you all work towards the same common goal. The other way, which I quite like the idea of, and I've actually had conversations this week about trying to set something up again, is you do it like a circular economy. So what I mean by that is you basically, everyone's got their own farm. You find a suitable map that's got enough starter farms on it, so you get 4 or 5, 6, 8 people, however many people. I think 8 is the max, but you have that many people on, and you're all kind of doing your own thing, but you get like a circular economy going. So you you would have your farm, I've got my farm, Mr. Farquhar, if he's in for it, he's got his farm, and you know, if I had animals and you didn't, and you were doing like a like a grain farm, then you would have I would buy your like straw off you for whatever price you named, and that way you get like a circular economy going where people have stuff to sell to you from other farms. And it sort of depends, because some people prefer the like community farm element. This is going to be a problem, this little bit of land. Not for the Farquhar kick. Clock that bit of land was raised when I placed this down, so have to do some leveling off. Yeah, so it just depends, because some people prefer like the community element of it. You're all working towards the same, you know, the same farm with the same goals, and then other people prefer the circular economy way, where all you've all got your own farms, but you kind of sell to each other. And then there is a third way, which is something I would like to do. Is like a competitive multiplayer. So you either you sort of do it like team v team. Oh shit. So maybe you could have a team, say like 2 versus 2, or 1 versus 1, or 4 versus 4, whatever. However many people you get to play it. But you do it like a team, and whoever can run the whoever could run the best farm. Alrighty, so that's all the sugar beet in there. Let's have a check. So, Jen, what's your favourite map at the moment? It's either Chipping Norton or Stone Valley. What's yours, Mars? Both great maps, Jen. Stone Valley's fun. I played multiplayer on Chipping Norton the other day with loads more fun with other people. Yeah, it's so we got 132,000 litres of sugar beet off that. It's not too bad. It's not much less than I thought, but I was just sort of guesstimating. But yeah, Jen, it's good to know that you are in. It is something I am considering at the minute, so I will let you know. Don't know why I'm bringing this down here, because I actually need to take it up to the field up there. Just leave this down here. turn the root crop. Try out the Titan header trailer. I don't know if this is going to work, but just going to lease it. It's 400 odd quid to take a gamble on it. Let's get my pickup truck and we'll just run up to the store and get it. I like Big Map, but crossplay Jewel Valley or Piney Run Mining part all-time favourite. It's Lake Province, LA by Newell. I was in on ATS, but my damn anxiety with electronics. I can play PlayStation with ease at the moment. Thank goodness my library is big. Let's go. About those cones that I just knocked over. I will convoy when I'm better. My doctor thinks of my thyroid. Sorry to hear that. There's no stress though. We'll be here when you're ready. There's no pressure our end. We'll be convoying whether you're there or not. So, and you'll be there in spirit, I'm sure. Let's give this a little try. If I would guy over on Discord, be awesome to do convoy soon. Yeah, definitely. We try and do a Sunday night, every Sunday night on ATS. We did try, we've done a couple of ETS streams, convoy streams as well, but ATS seems to be more popular. You're always welcome to join. There should be a pinned, what's the word? Pinned comment with a link to Steam, like a Steam list of mods, and a link to a Google Drive with non-Steam mods on it. If you wanted to join or set up a profile. I think most of the guys run 2 profiles. They run one specifically for convoys with the required mods, and then they run like a separate one when they're just driving by themselves. Obviously, you know, so you're free to do it however you choose. So we're going to make use of this farmer's land just opposite us. Did you get rid of the low boy? As you said, it's not on the Steam Workshop anymore. Yeah, there was a mod that was on the Steam Workshop. There was like an accessories pack for the base game low boys that you could add extra lights and stuff like that on there. So one thing you will learn is we all love to be able to customize trucks. But I'm not sure why it got taken off Steam Workshop. But I did find it on a different website, Trucky Mods. So it may get added back through Trucky Mods, but I haven't tested the one on Trucky Mods to check that it's the right one. So at the moment it's off, but if it gets added back on through the Trucky Mods, then I will let you know. Link to that. As it stands, and install it. Question is, does it stay on? I feel like that's very precariously balanced. Go too fast. And we are only up just the other side of that beat field anyway, so... you're over on Discord. I have little mods at the moment, be cool to use more. In here. I mean, it didn't fall off. I did feel like it was very precariously balanced, though. It didn't fall off, so maybe we'll use that and see how. So I'm not expecting miracles off this sunflower field. It's only small, so we'll just see how it goes. I don't even think it will fill one harvester's worth. Get this hooked up. Figured out my truck's book issue. It logs I was signed in through wrong. I needed to relog into the app. Ah, I got you. Yeah, I always start ATS through Trucksbook, the app, so if I know then if it logs me out. Sometimes what it will do is if you do log jobs with not through the app and then you load the app, sometimes it'll pick up the last jobs that you did. I find most of the time it will pick up the last one and that's it. So I just tend to always start it through the Trucksbook, and that way I know if it's logged out or not. I always have to have my HUD in, as I always forget. Yeah, I recently discovered how to, what was stopping it, because I'd had a keybind assigned to it, to be able to sort of switch on and off at will. And yeah, I found there was a setting in Easy Dev Tools that was stopping it doing it. So now I've got it assigned to a button. I can just do it as and when. Which I find is much nicer to have it. Well, I don't know, maybe you disagree, but in my opinion, I prefer to have it off for streams because it's less cluttered on the screen. Obviously, if you guys want it on, let me know, because I'm just guessing. But yeah, that's what I thought. That was my sort of thought behind it, at least. Have you heard of Truckee? It logs more than Trucksbook. Yeah, I have heard of it. I've never looked into it. Just when I started the VTC, I just started with Trucksbook because that's the one I'd heard of. But I've heard of Truckee. My goal with the VTC was always to, other than it being like a chilled out sort of relaxed place, was always to build a custom solution to trucks or login jobs, because there's a client out there you can use to build like a custom integrated website and everything. So that's always been the goal, and I sort of really went in hard on it earlier this year, looking at it and trying to get it all sorted. But there's quite a significant cost to doing so, and that increases as more people join. So it was kind of at that point, it was like, you know, as much as I don't care about the science, I really love the VTC and I love the new people are coming across, and I didn't want to turn into one of those VTCs where we were limiting people joining and we'd only have, you know, certain amount of people that could join. So I kind of stepped back from it a little bit, or from that idea at least. But yeah, I'm open to Truckee if you've used that and you like it better, or you find that it logs more. But yeah, it's, as my channel grows, you know, if there's ever time I become monetized, I've sort of taken a few quid a month from the channel, then it may well be at that point I'd consider being able to use the money towards the custom solution that I wanted to do. But yeah, as it stands right now, it's not really feasible. Started ATS watching channel, that's why I picked your VTC. Well, I appreciate it, Mars. We're all happy to have you on board. You play a little bit of farm sim as well, Miles, or just here for the support? Either way, it's appreciated. Time for me to head off, chat, and have a good rest of the stream and have a good night all. Mr. F, appreciate you, brother. I will chat to you in the week. I hope you have a good week, my friend. And yeah, everyone that's watching, if you enjoy a bit of tracking, a bit of content of variety nature, a bit of farming, go and check out Mr. Farquhar if you don't already. Play both, but got hooked on ATS, and time pretty much goes there. Yeah. Got ATS when it got made redundant in 2022. A reasonable payout. At the time, had finished building a PC and a offer that I couldn't refuse for a wheel and pedal set came up on Facebook Marketplace. Pretty much brand new Logitech G29, and a woman was selling it on behalf of her son for dirt cheap because she didn't know what it was worth, he didn't know what it was worth. They just wanted it gone because it was taking up a lot of space, so I ended up paying 60 quid for it. When I say brand new, like real brand new, with some of the buttons, some of the bits still had the like plastic cling wrap stuff they put on in the factory. So yeah, picked that up for 60 quid, and then I was like, oh well, what can I get now? Trucking games. Do a quick save and let's go and pick up our grab our 6250 with our Parade auger wagon. Clear. Probably put 600 hour in FS22, then found ATS in your channel. Nice. So did you have ATS before you saw the channel, or you got ATS after watching the videos? ATS is amazing. I fell in love with it when I saw Simulad convoying. I appreciate that, Jen. Convoys are a good laugh. Will he be getting FS 25 miles? Same gen, about 3 truck fleet in about a week. Looks like. Shame my first convoy with you kept crashing. Yeah, it's all good. We got it figured in the end though. And like I said earlier, when you're ready and comfortable, you'll join us, I'm sure. Lone Ranger with ATS. Yeah, on my on the series profile, it's just me, myself, and I. On the convoy profile, I do have, I think, 6 drivers now. No, I've never been so happy to see a truck. Yeah. Start cutting across. Yeah, so what we'll do is finish this harvest up, probably get, I think, we'll probably get about 17,000 litres of sunflowers off here. So we will get some corn out of the silos and chuck that in the pig food mixer, and then we'll end up buying some canola in. Jen, I'm considering it. Just really worried my PC won't run it. I'm on mid settings, 100 channels through FS, and seen a live convoy, and grew up in logging, trucking. Started ATS after I looked to see if they had the right trucks. Spectre FS 25 should drop soon. Should be able to determine if your PC can run it. And why I've done this massive overlap. Busy reading the chat. I think like my PC's not like baller spec or anything. I think you'll be able to run it on sort of a fairly mid-range PC, no problem, I reckon. Because you've got to remember, a lot of their player base is PC. They also have a big laptop gamer base as well. They've set it on the Mac. So I think even with the graphical improvements, I still reckon that you'll be able to run it on like a mid-spec PC. Hello Lynn, how the heck are you, sir? How was your day? Just completing off this sunflower harvest. Not a very big field at all. We need this for the pig feed mixer. Yeah, it was a day, that's for sure. Yeah, this is later than usual. Just spent probably the best part of 2 hours, or 2 hours 20, harvesting sugar beets. You know, to whip this out in about 10 minutes is a breath of fresh air. Sweet. I took this off. And my PC is weird. I have no issues with her on count D16X. I have have issues with SPS drop when too many buildings can be seen. I'm hearing you. The Land Rover is still overflowed. My normal route home is closed. It takes twice as long to drive. So we've got... We're all done? Yeah. 18,567 litres. I'm going to head off, guys. Take care, everyone. Jen, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. Have a good week. And we'll catch you probably Sunday convoy in the comments if you're around. But otherwise, have a good week. And thanks for hanging out tonight. If this is going to work out, we're going to try and tip it straight from the auger wagon. Yep. That's what I hoped would happen. What I might consider doing is, because I didn't quite realise how tight that corner was, I might sell this shed building here and just use this as a little turning circle. So I don't think I could replace that back any further because that tree's in the way. Yeah, I might sell that and just use that as a little turning circle. The thing is, got crop destruction on, and I can't. This is my field, so I can't drive across this field. Just gonna get some corn from the silos. Probably just fill up one of these. Corn. stick that in. Jeez, man. 10,000. So that should give us should probably give us so should give us 400 cycles. Give us 60,000 liters of pig feed. On that. It's exactly the same, just halved. So activate that. Should start processing through. Gosh. That actually. About the diesel. So that was a lot. So just terrible diesel. Get that. Ah, liquids tank. So that might be. So I'm gonna lease that. Just forgot what color I had set as the. Again. Here we are. It's tank. Oh, I think that one. So we'll lease that $841. I'm only leasing it because I don't know if it's going to exactly work. What I'll do is leave that there for a minute. $2 miles. Obviously, I could have just bought the diesel from the production. That probably would have been cheaper than leasing the tank trailer. It's all good. One nice feature, I mentioned it earlier on, in the Alma save that we had leased a skid steer loader, John Deere skid steer loader, which we had left at the shop. Hilly Farms, who makes the map, he's built that into the map as a feature. Within the confines of the shop, there is a forklift which you can use. It does say in the description, once you go outside of a certain area, you can no longer use the forklift. Fortunately, there is a gas station quite close to the farms, just coming up here on the left. So I should be able to fill up our so I'm just going to put in 300 litres. Whoa, look at that. Exactly 300 litres. That's cost us just about $1,000. So I only want to put a tiny bit in because it only takes a tiny bit for the production anyway. But also want to test before commit to a large purchase. Just to fill this up, it's like 7,000 litres, so if it's cost us $1,000 for 300 litres, it's probably going to cost us 10, 15, 20 grand. So I don't want to end up filling it up with... You're going to have to move me. Yeah, the question really is, do we either cut off a little bit of this field, some grass to be able to turn more easier, or do we get rid of this building and use this as a turning circle? I think it's probably going to be get rid of that building because no real need for it. Yep. It's done. So, productions. So we've got 300 litres diesel in there. Takes 0.01 diesel per cycle. So based on that, we've got a shit ton of cycles in diesel, so we probably actually don't need to bother. Yeah, we've got 29,000 cycles in there of diesel, so I think 300 litres is probably going to be fine. Activate. All good. Are we producing the pig food? Are we producing the pig food? Yes, we are. So the pig food is now running through, so like I said, we should be able to produce 60,000 litres with what's in there now. Obviously, I don't know until we get any pigs how well that's going to keep us stocked. It runs pretty quick, I think, so we should be able to produce... saying that. It's not that quick, so probably activate the smaller one as well. So we should be producing only 10,000 litres a month. So see how we get on with that. Obviously, once we've got some pigs and we know sort of what our costs are going to, well, not costs, but feed rate's going to be, then we'll have to have a look and look maybe potentially for an alternative production that makes pig feed, or maybe a cheeky little edit to that production so there's more cycles per month. I just need to store this somewhere. Probably store it over here will be fine. What I don't know is if I fill that with diesel. I think there's a diesel tank on the farm somewhere. I'm just wondering if I fill that with diesel, if I can fill straight from it. Yeah, let's turn around and we'll go up and get our flatbed back on. If I remember it right, 38,000 litres for 1,000 pigs, so 38 per pig per day. It's probably not too bad then. Can obviously check that out actually, because I've got a it's a pig buy point. I don't think there's any discernible difference between the type of pig in terms of which one we get and which meat, or which one gives more meat back through that thing. So we get a probably want to get like a breed in. What I'll do for now is I'll just get one, because then it'll tell me the animal feed. I've got the animal feed thing on, so daily food 40 litres, yeah, so you're about right, Miles, 38 per pig. So 40 litres a day. So three day months. So one pig is going to use 120 litres a day. So no, 120 litres a month, sorry. So it's about enough to feed, based on these figures, with that particular pig. I am using the animal grazing, animal enhanced animals mod, which slightly adjusts the feed rate. The based on that, it would be 90, enough for 90 pigs, 90 sows, but I'm not getting 90 sows because that's a lot. So I'm probably going to get, I'd say 30 sows. Yeah, probably want to get... So we know... I get one of those as well. So we know one sow is 40 litres a day. So daily food then is 64. So a porker, which is a little bit younger, they are 24 litres a day. So it probably makes about enough to cover 100 pigs for a month. Let's have a look. A look at the production because I've got it down here. So the butcher, pork meat. So yeah, it just assigns it. It's just pigs, so it assigns a kilo amount per pig, and then 600 kilos makes 450 kilos of 450 liters of pork on a pallet. Which then gets sold. Quite a few places. You can see it's worth a lot more than selling it through just selling it back to the horse, selling it back to the animal dealer. So yeah, let's get the header back on the trailer. Yeah, I think what we'll probably have to do is just see how we get on with that mod, because once we start breeding up the sows, they only take like 4 months. Yeah, Disturb Simulation did a video about this particular butcher mod, and I think it was about 29, 30 months that you had to was sort of the best time to take them up to the butchers. There was definitely a difference on cows because the dairy cows gave less kilo meat back versus the beef cows. But with pigs, obviously, there's only one thing to do with pigs on the game, so I don't think it made a difference. I'll have to rewatch the video tomorrow or something. You running animal additions? No. So the butcher mod only requires enhanced animals, because that does the same thing as animal additions, where it allows you to use animals as an input for a production. So let's hop in the truck. Also, yeah, I'll have to watch that video again tomorrow just to double check with the pigs. If I remember rightly with the cows, I think he was doing it about 30 months. Like I said, the only difference really was between whether it was a dairy cow or a beef cow. I think the dairy cows were given about half as much beef back. probably do, just because it's out of the way and I'm not using them at the moment, is I'll leave this header parked up here on the trailer. I think what I probably will do as well is Hilly Farms in his video was saying that he'd intended these 2 pastures here to be used for summer grazing. I think I probably will stick with that. And I'll probably use the cane, you know, the animal cane from the mod hub to move the animals between. So let me just have a look at my fields. We're all hunky-dory, happy days there. They're all looking pretty sad on pH and really sad on nitrogen. We'll check out after I got stuck with 200 on a playthrough with that, and all of they aged out and couldn't be processed. Got you. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. So yeah, pretty much all need, or 3 of the fields at least need fertilizer. Four of the fields even. This grass meadow needs cutting, so there's not much point doing anything with that. Yield pretty bad. As low as 75 in some areas, but again, didn't have the best score. And that's just what we got. So I think what we'll do now is we will start sorting the field states out. We want to get the best yield that we can. Did you know you can fertilize a ready-to-harvest field? Can you? Did not know that. Slime. It's going to be a lot of trips back and forth. This is our one here. Let's double check. Oh, good. All tyres and tracks were okay. So we'll start cheap with precision farming. Nice. I did not know that. It's taking it, that's fine. It's going to be a lot of trips back to the silo. Luckily it's only there, so it's not too bad. So we're coming up off the back of the first load. Don't think we're going to have enough in the silo to finish, so we're going to have to go back up to the farm shop and buy some. Luckily, like I said, it's not that far away, so... think most, if not all, of the fields that we've got need ploughing. I don't generally plough though, because it's negligible the amount of difference it makes. Especially with precision farming, it's generally worse for your precision farming score. So the negligible gain on yield is offset by the detriment to your environmental score. So I don't generally bother ploughing, so I'm not really worried about the fact that they need ploughing. Let's get the truck out again, the pickup truck. Load up our trailer. Actually, I don't know. Just wondering if I could just get this filled. I reckon I could just get it filled here. Just gonna fill it with lime. So I'm gonna need a lot of it. 20 grand, and it saves us a trip up to the shop. And to be honest, it's about what you'd pay at the shop anyway, so no problem with that whatsoever. Probably won't do it with fertilizer, because fertilizer is obviously going to be considerably more expensive. So that's going to be our third refill. Yeah, I'm reckoning that should 50,000 litres should see us right for what we've got going on. Go. think we'll clear easily over 100,000 litres of wheat when we come to harvest this field. 30 acres. Annoyingly, just a bit short to fill this. So we'll be back at refill number 4. When we came over from Alma, I did lose the slurry that I had in the cow barn. Not too bothered about it because I wasn't doing anything with it. But do you think we'll need to think about a bigger sunflower field, just thinking about it? Refill number 5. So we put 50,000 litres, or we will have at least 50,000 litres on this in lime, or we're done. Thankfully it'll be a bit more sparing with fertiliser. That'll be this, once it's fertilised, that'll be this farm, not this farm, this field. Pretty much done until harvest. Just tuck this little corner off. Almost there. 1, 2 passes left. So we'll go and fill up again. So that's 50,000 litres that's just gone on, and this will be 60,000 litres that we'll have put in the spreader. It will take all the extra 10,000. I don't think it will. We'll end up about 56,000 litres of lime on the field, which probably dark enough now to get some lights on as well. Start from this end. And got to where we finished. Yeah, we'll get this liming done, and then we'll do the fertilizer next time. Next time out, we need to start thinking about planting up the fields over there. So it's too bad this field had wheat in it, because we could have put some corn in it. I don't really want to plough it in or seed over it. We'll take the hit on it, and then once we sort of figure out what our food needs are, obviously we're riding high on corn right now anyway because of the harvest from Alma. Yeah, once we know sort of what our corn requirements are going to be and our TMR requirements for a year, then we might just put a little thin strip of grass across here, seed it as seed it both as corn. But one side will be for chopping, for silage for the cows. The other side will be for harvesting for the pigs. See, I think I'll keep the the field of sugar beets that we had this time round. I'll keep that as sugar beet. Shoot. And it's going to take the whole 60. So, I know it's only a tiny bit, but I'm not leaving that undone. Fill it to the brim. Because we've got other fields to do anyway. So there's no problem there. Cool. Yeah. Right, so sense to do is park this over at the other field ready. So that'll be our next field that's got canola in it. It's only such a small field, I don't know how much in the way of canola it's going to end up giving us. What we may possibly end up need to think about doing is taking out more loans. We've got the 1.15 mil already for that fence. There are some pretty sizable fields around here. As Miles was saying earlier, we probably need another, at least one, maybe not, and maybe 2 grass fields. And yeah, at the moment we don't have the particular capital to buy. So I think I put the field mod on. So that's field 55. I reckon it's going to lose. I never trust these anyway because I just did, what did I just do? 37. 37 reckoned I needed 37,000 litres of lime. Well, you just sort of just put like 62,000 litres of lime on there. So, you know, it's, I don't believe those. I reckon probably closer to 8,000 litres. I'll tell you what though, it's only a small field. Let's just do it. Let's rattle it off pretty quick. It's only going to be 2 passes. Yeah, so I think when I looked earlier, I think with the land value that we've got, we can still get about just over $1 million in a loan. That would take us up to pretty hefty on the loan value, like close to 2.2 million. Obviously we're going to start make some good money soon when we start getting the meat pallets and start selling those, because they sell for a fair old penny. So yeah, it may well be worth us thinking about maxing out the loan, getting a couple more fields to work. Obviously just have to see what's around, because see, some of these have already got crops in them. That'll tip us off nicely. Do is I'll just drive over the road and just use the last 200 litres on here. Alrighty guys, that is gonna do us, I reckon. So it's been a pretty well productive evening. Let's have a quick little look, see. Looking like cows are all good on mixed ration. We've got 50 odd thousand litres in there. They're only currently using 6,800 litres a day, so we've got about 8 days worth there. 8-9 days worth. They've given us some slurry already. Just under 9,000 litres, which is not bad at all. They are getting up on the productivity. They're 100% health, 19 months old, 10% towards birth. These piggy pigs haven't got anything going on at the minute because there's no feed in there. So let's have a look at our production. Pig feed. So we've got 341 litres of pig feed in there already. But yeah, we'll check back. That's going to just keep doing its thing. And yeah, it's not been a bad little episode, to be honest. We've completed off the silage harvest. Not silage harvest, idiot. Sugar beet harvest and the sunflowers, got those done. Like I said, the canola is already in for next year. The wheat's in. So we've got 3 fields to prep and sow. 2 fields to fertilise. Got a field to mow as well. So we may have to think about we may possibly have to think about next time round bringing some workers in, getting some of these fields tucked away with workers. But we'll see. But all in all, looking pretty okay, I think. Let's just check our environmentals. So we're up to 57 on our big fields, 57 on the small field. That one's got it's a bit of scrubland, so there's not much we can do with that. Just need to focus on these 2. But yeah, not a bad stream all round, guys. Very productive. Got a load of shit done. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the new farm. Let me finish with an aerial shot of. Let's find a canola field to buy that near harvest. Yeah, I think that's going to be the thing. We'll keep our eye out, and we'll buy a canola field towards harvest time. We do also, I should just double check this actually. I know I'm in the process of trying to wrap up, but we've got 55,000 litres of wheat in there, which is actually some places on the map right now that are selling it for more than the best price. The best price is saying end of January at 7.32 per 1,000 litres. Currently got some places already up at 7.65, 7.81. So it may well be that we sell that and there's about 50 grand there for us. Corn wise, we're not looking at selling the corn because obviously we need that for our pig feed. So yeah. And slurry can sell that, but it's not really worth much. So yeah, I think that's a solid plan, Miles. I think we'll look for a canola field closer to harvest. I think there's a couple that are already planted of okay size. They're a bit far out, but we can make it work. I think that one's probably going to be the best bet, number 24. That's the closest one out, but we'll see. May well be that some of these, I mean, we've probably missed the planting season actually. So yeah, canola planting season's well gone, but it's never mind. But yeah, it's been a yeah, it's been a good stream. It's been very productive. We've got a load of shit done. I appreciate you all for stopping by, hanging out with me tonight. Miles, you've been here for a while. I appreciate you hanging out. I hope you're well. I hope you have a good week coming up. Lynn, if you're still listening, Hope you have a good week, and I'll catch you soon. For everyone else in the chat, I appreciate you all, and yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Hope you've enjoyed the new farm. I'm really looking forward to getting this map going. And yeah, until the next time, guys, you take care, stay well, and we'll catch you in the next one.